Hello there, this is the ghost here.
So today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different. So what is different in this video? So if you want to know that, you need to watch this video to the end. So without wasting your time, let's ride. So today we're going to talk about how you can enhance your computer gaming performance. Well, enhancing your computer gaming performance is the main thing that you need to focus well if you want to be a gamer. But wait up. For enhancing your computer gaming performance, the main thing you need is hardware. So in this video, we're gonna just talk about hardwares of PC version. So this is the part 1. I will be doing part 2 for laptops and part 3 for mobile gamers. But now on is only for the PC version. So why change the hardware? Because hardware is the only thing that will let you to do anything, like anything in your PC, like editing something, gaming, surfing the internet, anything. And for gaming, hardware is the main only thing, and it will let your PC like a gaming PC. So first of all, what you have to do: buy a gaming PC or just build a gaming PC. Well, buying a gaming PC will not be cheaper, and it will not let you install your favorite components inside of the PC. Well, building a PC will do. So building a PC is the good option. Now, if you want to build a PC and so on, so what the hell do we need to build a PC? Well, for building a PC, we need processors, graphics card, PSUs, RAMs, SSDs, hard drives, thermal paste, and so on. The list goes on. But for this time, so we're going to talk about only 3 things: processor, graphics card, RAM, which is the main, and a little bit of down, which are hard drives, SSDs, and heat reducer components. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the PC CPU or the processor. Well, in the processor type, you can take any processor, but I am going with the cheapest and the best. So the cheapest and best processor is Ryzen 5. We can take Ryzen 5 for gaming, but if you want a little bit more, you can take Ryzen 7, which is also the best and cheap processor than Intel. But then still, you have a choice. If you want to go for Intel, if you're a fan of Intel, you want a little bit more expensive processor, then just go for Intel, because Intel is one of the best. It comes expensive, but it's the best, and it's the well-known processor all over, the whole world. So let's first go for, I will recommend you Intel Core i5. Go for Intel Core i5. But you can still choose Intel Core i7 if you want, and if you have an extra budget. Well, these two processors are very great. But if you have a little more budget, you can buy Intel Core i9. It will let you do anything if you want anything. I'm just joking. Well, now after processors, it's time for graphics cards. Well, graphics card is very important for your PC that will let you render graphics in a high quality without lagging the game. Well, now, for a good graphics card, I would recommend you to buy the graphics cards from NVIDIA, like GeForce, GTX, RTX, or anything. Well, NVIDIA graphics card are the best. They have the best cooling system, they have the best graphics providing system, and it won't let you down. So at first, talk about the cheapest graphics card that I love to use, and you will love to use best graphics card under budget, which is NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660.
It is the new released best graphics card, I know, but then still, if you have more budgets and you wanna buy a little bit good graphics card, you can still choose GTX 1080, which is still a best graphics card for enhancing your graphics, and it looks so dope. So go for GTX 1080, you have more budget and want a little bit more enhanced graphics. But then still you can choose RTX 2080 Ti. So for our next segment we have RAM, or random access memory. So what's a RAM? A RAM is the main thing that you need to install in your computer in order to play games or editing, and this is the main component you need for accessing the game files or the main thing you are doing anything. So for the RAM section I will still go with the budget RAMs. Now for RAM you can buy two DDR4 8GB RAMs, making it the 16GB, and the 16GB RAM is a budget RAM and it will help you to play games, editing and doing anything you like in your PC. Now for the next segment we're going for hard drive or HDDs. Now for that hard drive part, I will tell you to buy a hard drive of 1TB with 7200 RPM. That will be great to store your files. Now for the next segment I'm going for SSDs, or solid state drives. Well, what is a SSD and what SSDs do? Well, SSD lets you to enhance your storage a little bit and also enhances your computer speed as much as you want if you buy a good SSD. But for now, for enhancing your computer speed to medium, so the budget SSD is 256GB SSD, letting your computer speed growing and also having a little bit of extra storage of 256GB to store your files. But after that, for making a computer looks like this, well, basically in here you need a little bit enhanced things, or a little bit good things like a PSU, lightings, good keyboards, mouse, monitors, cabinet. Well, this will help you to make your PC look like the picture I showed you back there. Now for the main part, we are going to look after heat issues. Well, heating issues is one of the worst issue in PC, laptops or even mobile. Heating issue always lets you be confused at what you have to do now if your computer is getting overheated. Well, GPU and CPU overheating issue is very important. Well, the things showed in the screen is the GPU and CPU heatings. Well, CPU should be 45 to 70 degrees centigrade, while GPU should be 40 to 75 degrees centigrade. Well, if it crosses, like CPU crosses 90, GPU crossing 80, well, that's not good. In that case, you need to put a little bit of thermal paste on your processor, or then put a fan which will let your processor cool down its heat and with a good RPM. Well, for GPU overheating issue, I will tell you to buy cabinets with at least 3 fans just at least 3 fans, and put fans over there to reduce the heat. Now, I'm not telling you to buy a CPU look like this with more fans. I'm just telling you to buy a CPU like with 3 fans, just at least 3 fans for reducing the heat, putting fans over there, the fan slots to put fans over there, and well, that will reduce the heat so much, and then I think the overheating issue will stop. Well, for the next segment we are going to discuss about Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi routers. Well, now there are games out there like 100GB, 200GB, going to 300GB. Well, you can download the games only with your mobile internet. You need a Wi-Fi. Well, when you need a Wi-Fi, you need a Wi-Fi router, which will, you can connect directly to your PC. Now, I'm not telling you to buy Wi-Fi router look like this. Oh hell, this is too much expensive, and it will, that's not I'm just telling you to buy Wi-Fi router look like this, because simple Wi-Fi router, simple Wi-Fi, I mean just average Wi-Fi. Okay, that's good for your download. Well, that's it for this video. I will be doing a part for laptop gamers also, so make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe this channel if you want to see more videos like this. Hit the bell icon, and for now, goodbye. Forgive me for my choppy voice, please.